Good evening. Good evening. Welcome everybody. So I know two of you have tests coming up. So I want you to take the practice GED in my course, the one that says, I think it's the second one that says GED practice test with feedback. Why? Because after you take the exam, each problem you get incorrect, I got a video or explanation of how to do the problem.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Yeah,
if you
I'll do
schedule,
that on.
if you schedule for Saturday, then you need to make a one-on-one with me either for Thursday or Friday. Like I only
Okay.
want to only be like 1 or 2 days in between because everything that you're having issues with, we're gonna go over in the video. That way you can watch it that next day, then go right in fresh, take your exam.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
You say either Thursday or Friday?
Thursday or Friday.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
Friday.
Friday.
Friday. Yeah, that'll work for me too.
Y'all better
So
stop playing. I'm gonna do both of y'all at the same time.
yeah,
Uh,
so do I call you so you what how
Well,
or
once you
you
take
want
it,
to send me an email?
once you take the practice test, then
okay.
text me. I'll call you, and then we'll set a time up. That's I'd rather. I was only kidding about both of y'all. I'd rather have one-on-one. That way, I'm answering
Okay.
what you need.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, say for example, you need this concept. You know, that way we go over with exactly what you need. So let me open some of these.
Okay.
Oh, well, let me ask you this. During the week, you move this out the way. Is there anything you want me to go over? I gotta close some of this stuff. Yeah, I was doing some as you see, anatomy and balancing chemical equations and periodic table. I was helping some students with
Okay.
chemistry.
Well, Mr. Tensky, stop talking Chinese to me because I don't know what none of that is. And
Well, so so both of those students were former students in this class that passed the GED, and now they're going on
hmm
to the next step, whether it's nursing, whether it's college.
Okay.
So again,
Okay.
you can still use my GED math course for those subjects too.
Okay.
Like it doesn't have to just stop with GED. Most of the things that's covered in my GED course is your first college math course.
Okay.
So yeah, so they're still
Okay.
using the course. So what have you been working on um during the week that you want to go over? Anything?
So,
I was
Mr.
working
Tensky,
on
binomials, they are a part of the test, right?
Multiplying binomials? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, most definitely. So now do you know your exponent rules?
With binomials or just the
No,
exponent? Oh,
your exponent rules. In order to multiply binomials, you need to be versed in your exponent rules. And we can go over it real quick. We'll do a couple
well, I want
props.
to try to go over that, Mr.
Go over what?
Tennessee. About multiplying by
Binomials.
binomials.
yeah.
Oh, you want to go over that too?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. What are you
Okay, 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 okay.
don't
So
let
first,
me jump through here.
don't make me laugh. All right, so first, let me look at since while I'm getting these other problems ready, because I'm gonna use CUDA software to grab uh some problems. But right now, let's go to a problem on the GED study guide for multiplying by numbers. Now, what I do want to show you too is you're going to need multiplying binomials for probably 2 or 3 problems. So they're going to give you an
Okay.
explicit problem, and then they're
Yeah.
going to give you solve a quadratic equation problem. And usually the
Oh,
answers are going to be factored. So you can just use that concept of multiplying binomials to get the answer. But
okay.
let's look at this one right here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. So again, this is right from the GED study guide. Am I recording? Let's see.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
recording. Okay. So how would I start this problem? So it says multiply quantity of 2x minus
Which
y times the quantity of 3x plus y.
Would you go 2 times 6? I mean, 2 times 3? 2x
No,
times 3x?
there we go.
Well, we can,
2x times
Yeah,
3x.
yeah.
right.
Okay.
That's before
So
you
2x
taxes?
times 3x.
It's
Mm.
6.
Okay. What's 2 times 3 is 6. And what's x times
6x,
x? X times x.
x,
X squared.
x,
X squared. So the
1
beauty of that,
square, okay.
again, so that's where the exponent rules come in, right? Because x times x, this is like x to the first times x to the first. Exponent rules tell
It's
you got to add the exponents, right? When you're multiplying exponents with the same base, 1 plus 1 is what?
1,
2.
I mean 2.
2. So right away, we know that the first term is 6x squared. That means we can get rid of B and D right away. So
Mhm.
even if you don't know how to do this problem, just know how to multiply the first term, we got rid of 2 of the possibilities, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Mhm.
me personally, to me, with multiple choice, I would then go to the last terms. That's what I would do. And then y
Mhm.
plus y minus y times y is y squared. So then I got rid of this third one, but we're not going to do it that way. That's what I would do because I give them multiple choice. I want to eliminate options as fast as I can. But
Mhm.
because sometimes, like for me, this is what I would have did. So I'm gonna show you what I would have did, right? I said 2x times 3x is 6x squared. I can get rid of b and d, right? And then I went to the last term and did minus y plus y is minus y squared. Now I got rid of that one. I'm done.
Mhm.
I didn't even do the whole problem. I'm already done.
Mhm.
Now, step
Mm.
by step, let's go step by step. So we said 2x times 3x, that's 6x squared. What will be the next step?
What?
Oh,
2x,
2x
the
times y,
y,
2x times y. What is 2x times y?
2xy,
2xy. Okay. What's the third step?
the
Y.
y,
y,
Right.
3x times 3x.
Now,
Mhm.
I know what you meant, but all of you are incorrect. It's not y times 3x.
Oh, a
It's
negative.
Negative.
negative
Yeah.
y
Negative y times
times
3x.
3x. And what is negative y times 3x?
Negative 3xy.
Negative 3xy. And what's the last thing we have to do?
y,
Uh,
negative y times
negative
y,
Y times
Negative
Y.
y times y, which is what?
Y,
negative
negative
y,
y. And the
Square.
2. What's the 2?
2,
2.
y2, negative y2.
To the second, what is it? To the second power. Right? And it's called to the second power?
You tell me, because it all sound like y'all unsure. What is
No,
negative
wait.
y times
All right,
y?
so 6x2. What is 6x? What's the 6x2, y'all? What that's
The
called?
6x2 is it's 6x.
That's square.
That's
That's
Square.
square.
square,
So that's what it is.
but,
Negative
Yeah.
is a
but,
y squared.
mhm.
Negative y squared. So it's very
Right.
important, even when you're doing these problems, you got to use that terminology.
Okay.
Okay. You could have said negative y to the second power. You could have said negative y squared. Those are the same thing. Okay. You have to be able to
I
differentiate
was
because
going
you
to
don't want
ask
your
you that.
terminology to throw it off. Y negative y times y is not y2. Negative
Right.
y2.
Is Y
That's
square.
negative y
Mhm.
times y is not equal to negative y2. Negative
Mhm.
y times y is negative y squared.
But
Everybody understand that?
Yes.
can you send some of these problems, Mr. Tinsley,
Uh,
because I never got the course from you. Remember I text you?
right. Even if you didn't
You
have the
never send
course,
me any.
in one of the videos, in one of the emails, you should have received the worksheet that had these in here. Let me see if I can find it quick. But let's solve this. Let's finish solving this problem
Okay,
first.
go ahead.
So are
Mhm.
there any like terms?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are the like
Got
terms?
2xy
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 and and
and
and
and
negative
3XY.
yeah.
Yeah.
3xy.
So we're gonna bring down the 6x squared. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
bring down the minus y squared. What is plus 2xy minus 3xy?
Negative xy.
Negative xy. Why? Because
Mhm.
plus 2, you look at the coefficients. Plus 2 minus
Mhm.
3 is a negative 1. So that's negative
Mhm.
xy. That's how we got that. So the proper
Mm-hmm.
answer is C. You're
Yeah.
going
Right.
Yep.
And
to have
that's
that
doing
problem.
it that
Now,
way,
let me
like with the
explain.
distributor factor.
Right, it says this. It is distributive property.
Right, or the
But
distributor property.
what in most books and most teachers, they call it the FOIL method.
Mm-hmm.
First, outer, inner, last.
Okay.
But you don't need to remember that, right? That's the key your brain to say this is what I'm supposed to do. Well, if you know the distributive property, like for example, let me just give you an example, right? If I had 2x plus y times x squared minus 3x plus 2. What happens is then you get all confused, right? No, what if you understand this distributive property, that means I need to multiply 2x by everything in the second parentheses.
Yeah.
So 2x times x is 2x to the third. 2x times minus 3x is minus 6x squared. 2x times 2 is plus 4x, right? Now I'm going to go to my second one. I'm going to change my color. Then I got y times x
Right.
squared, which is
Mm-hmm.
x squared y, okay?
Right.
You don't have that in there. So I can't line it up with anything. There is no other x squared y's. Then you have minus 3xy, okay? I'm running out of room here. Minus 3xy. I'm just going to put it down here for right now. And then 2y.
Mm-hmm.
So your final answer, there's no like terms that you can combine here. So this would be
Right.
2x to the third minus 6x squared. Now, actually, well, highest degree first, right? So 2x to the third plus x squared y minus 6x squared plus 4x minus 3xy plus 2y. Now, you might be saying, Mr. Tinsey, why would you do all that? Because I need you to understand the concept that I need to multiply that first term, 2x, by everything in the second parentheses. And then I'm going to multiply y by everything in the other parentheses. Got me?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what they might do, let me see if I have it here. Let me see if I can find it here. I don't see it. Is this pre-algebra or is this algebra? This is pre. I was trying to find some more algebra one. So this is and this is not using my site. This is a free um site. And also let me also show you something. It's very important that you understand this too. Okay. Because I'm not going to be there for every question that you have, right? So watch this. I'm going to show you something. You got to use the tools that we have. Watch this. So I'm going to come here, right? Watch this. I want to show you this because we all know that I love Khan Academy and I like CK12, right? I like those two websites. I want to show you something. Slash. I'm going to show you something. Watch this. This is AI on CK12. It's ck12.org/flexi. And now this is going to go through how to use it, right? But you can ask any question. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. I know you're going to be sitting here like, hold on. Watch this. What I'm going to do for right now is I'm going to take a screenshot of this problem. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. All right. Watch this. This is for math, right? Watch this. I want to show you something. Say you get stuck on a problem, whether it's online, whether it's on a piece of paper, but if it's online, you can take a screenshot. You can paste the screenshot into the AI, right? Watch. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm giving you magic right now. Listen. So say you did it. You didn't understand what you did wrong, right? Let me make this bigger for you. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you. Look at that. It breaks it down for you step by step. Look at that. Now I zoomed it in so you could see it, but look at that. It breaks it down for you. and tells you the answer.
Mhm.
Watch this. Watch this. Now, again, I've been using CK12 for years now. I actually love it. They just brought out this AI FlexiBot. It answers any question you have. You can even say, "Give me practice multiplying binomials."
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what it comes up with. So remember I told you it's kind of like factoring the quadratic equations also? Remember I said that concept? So now they don't call it multiplying binomials in CK12. A lot of times anything, polynomials is more than one. So it could be multiplying binomials, it could be multiplying a monomial times a trinomial. Not anybody, we're not doing that one. That's a little bit too rough. I didn't want it to be that difficult. See, why would they do that to me? Why would they do that to me? So, for example, a question like this.
Hey,
Okay.
yeah, hold on.
Now, this may seem difficult to you, but again, it's about understanding. Do I understand what the distributive property is? Anything out that, first of all, I need to know that anything enclosed in parentheses without no operator in between means multiplication. So that means I'm going to multiply this 5x times 3x,
Right.
right? 3 times 5 is what?
15.
15.
15. X times x is what?
X squared.
X
X
squared.
square, yeah.
So every time you do a problem, when you say x times x, you need to be saying x squared. So you won't be saying x2, x2. What is it called? No,
Yeah.
x to the second power, x squared. So then I'm multiplying 5x times 5x times 5.
25. 25
25
25.
what?
X.
X.
25x. So now I got 15x squared plus 25x. We're not done. We have a second part of this. So I'm going to
Right.
change my colors. 11 times minus 7 is what?
Negative 77.
Negative 77.
Negative
Negative
77.
77, yes.
Again, that's a distributive property. So I need to multiply my 11 times minus x. What is 11 times minus x?
11x.
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 A negative
A
Negative.
negative
11x.
11X.
7x.
Do we have any like terms?
Yeah.
What are the
Yes.
two
Mm-hmm.
like terms?
15X.
15
25X
squared,
and 11X.
11x. I mean, on 25.
Come on. 25x and what? What kind of
Wait a minute,
what?
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Negative
A
11X.
negative
Negative,
11x.
yeah.
Since they are like terms, was
Ooh.
25 minus 11? Was
What'd you
25
say?
minus 11?
30,
It's 14?
34.
14.
34.
I mean,
14
30.
what?
Negative 14.
Oh,
I did it wrong. Ooh,
I
I
X.
did it
did,
wrong.
I
me
know,
too.
right?
I
I
did
said
too.
it.
I did it wrong.
X.
14x.
Ah,
So it's
Yeah.
not 25 plus 11, right?
yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Because
It's
I heard somebody say
25x.
36. We're only
Yeah.
looking
Mm-hmm.
at, that's why it's important that you read each of these terms correctly.
Mm-hmm.
25x minus 11x. I'm looking at two coefficients, the numbers in front of the variable. 25
Right.
and minus 11. That's
So it's
14x.
14X.
Okay. So now,
Mm-hmm.
highest degree
Bring
first,
down to 5X
15x squared
squared
plus
Plus
14x.
plus
14x and,
14
and
negative
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 77.
77.
7.
Boom, let's check it.
It's right.
Now, watch this. Say you got it wrong. Now this actually will go through it. But say you did get it wrong, right? Again,
Mhm.
I can say, okay, let me take a screenshot of my screen. Hold on, I don't know why it's taking so long. I use Windows. I don't know how to take a screenshot on Mac, but uh, I know screenshot on the Windows is the Windows symbol, Shift and S. Right? Look at that. So all I did was take a screenshot of what I need. I didn't highlight the whole thing, just the problem. I'm gonna come back here, Control V. Control V is the paste.
Hmm.
I'm gonna submit it. So if I got this question wrong, or if I'm using another resource, look at what happens. Look at it. It's going to break down the problem for me. Look at that. Look at that. We have to use the resources that we're able to use. AI is a tool now. This
Mr. Tinsley,
TI-30XS calculator is a tool. We have to learn how to use these tools to prepare ourselves. If I'm telling you what types of problems that are on the exam, all you should be doing is, okay, let me go down this list. I'm practicing. If I don't know how to do it, okay, I'm not waiting till next Monday because Mr. Tinsley showed me how to take the screenshot, put it in the Flexi, in the AI, and it's going to walk me through. Oh, now I see the mistake I made. I added 15 of 25 and 11, and I didn't do 25 minus 11. Let me try that problem again.
Mr. Tinsley, you said to take a screenshot, you do the
Yes.
the symbol sign, the shift, and what?
S.
Okay.
Learn something new every day. Learn something new every day. Listen, that's the purpose why I'm here. I'm trying to guide you through because this is what you're going to remember, right? Math has given you frustration for so long. Once you can conquer these problems, once you can learn how to use the tool, I'm not saying we're going to use this tool all the time. What I'm saying is learn conceptually how to solve the problem first. Then use your calculator. Then you combine both skills. So then you are building your confidence when you take this exam. You already know. I'm not listening. You already know. Y'all been working. Many of you have children. You could probably say you could probably count on one hand how many times your entire life you use system of equations, quadratic equations, and slope in your entire life. So we need to have an understanding, then learn how to use the calculator, then go into this test confidently and knock it out. Okay? I don't need you being scared. I need you practicing. How we defeat fear is you face it. That's it. So let me put this on pause. I'm gonna give you. But what I'm trying to say is, fear can paralyze you. How you get rid of fear with math is you practice. You get prepared. That's like with anything else. You practice until you know it, and then you're confident. Build your self-esteem. You build your confidence. That's the main reason why people fail the GED because they are scared of mathematics. Listen, what I'm trying to tell you to do is you got to understand the basics: whole numbers, fractions, decimals, percents, ratio, and proportions. You understand those? I can show you algebra. You see how I use the calculator. You can use the calculator for at least half the exam. You only need 55%. There's no reason to get upset. You know how to eliminate answers. I told you strategically. How do I get rid of answers? All these things you got to put in play when you're practicing, but you have to practice half an hour to an hour. All right, so let me find. I was looking for some is it one step, two step? I'm looking for
Can you put this equation into the calculator or not?
no, you can't.
No, I didn't think
I mean,
so. Okay.
yeah, you can, but it's not going to give you the answer from these multiple choice. Now,
Right.
if it said this, x equal 2, y equal -3, you could put that in your calculator. So you could say,
Right.
okay, let me clear it out. So if you had to evaluate an algebraic expression, when they tell you x is 2, 2 store x,
Mm-hmm.
minus
Mm-hmm.
3 store y,
So
and then
why?
you could type that in exactly as you see it,
This is like it,
2xy,
right.
2x minus y in parentheses times 3x plus y. Okay, if they
Okay.
told you to evaluate it, then you could.
Okay.
But that they're asking you to multiply, so they want you to
You
have an
multiply it.
algebraic expression when you're done. But
Right.
so this is very important also, like learning how to evaluate an algebraic expression, learning how to evaluate a function. I went over before, but that's 2 to 3 questions right there,
Okay.
right? So this is why, as you're practicing, right, and you stumble on certain problems, this is where you say, Mr. Tinsley, come prepared on Monday. these are the problems that I had issue with. Because guess what? If you're having problems with it, somebody else's problem. Because what happened? You said, "Oh, can we go over multiply binomials?" And then George said, "Oh, yeah, but I need multiply binomials. Hit right." Because you're not the only one that had issues with it. But the important thing is to practice. And I don't believe it's not here. So here goes
Yeah,
something
this
right
the
here.
one I do have issues with.
Okay. Let me see if I got this right here. Let me open this up. Hopefully we got some binomials. I'm pretty sure they probably do. But let me check. Monomial times a binomial. There goes something right there. So again, these are all multiplying polynomials. So they group them, right? But it's specific names. This is one term. So this is a monomial. Mono meaning one. This is two terms. So this is a binomial. So this will be multiplying a monomial times a binomial. Right? So binomial just means that it's going to have two terms. That's it.
Right.
So let's look at some of these problems. Now again, all of these problems have the answers, but look how difficult they get. Here's 2 terms times 3.
Yeah.
Here's 2 times 3. Here's 3 times 3.
Mm.
So they start off easier and they get more difficult. So again, but all of these, this entire worksheet at the end has the what? Answers. Will you get a problem like number 24? No. Will you get a problem like 21 or 22 or 20 or 19? You probably won't. But if you can do those problems, when you get to the GED with multiplying binomials, it should be easy money. But that's where the practicing comes in. So let's try number 4. I think it was number 4. So what I'm going to do is, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity. I don't know why I can't make this bigger. Number 5. So hold on for a second. Why is it not getting zooming in? I don't know what's wrong with my computer here. Okay, that's the biggest I can get it for some reason. I don't know why. Can everybody see number 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to do it first. Because this is what we get trapped in. Oh, Mr. Tinsley is doing a problem. Oh, I understand it. Oh, yeah, 2n times 6n. Yeah, I know how to do it. 2n times, yeah, I know how to do it, right? But when we do it by ourselves, we make one little small mistake. So what I want to do is I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to do number 5. And then I'm going to show the answer. Then you're going to tell me if you got it right or not. And then we'll work through the problem. Let's do number 5. The quantity of 2n plus 2 times the quantity of 6n plus 1. Okay. Now, only reason why I said don't put it in the chat because how do you write the second power in the chat? So we're not going to do all that. So what I want you to do is try number 5, get your answer. I'm then going to show the answer to you. And then I'm going to ask each one of you, did you get it right? And then we're going to go through the problem. So I'm going to pause the recording because we don't need to waste time just sitting here looking at space. So let me pause it. But make sure I put the recording back on. Ready? Okay, that was 2 minutes. And you might be saying, I couldn't finish that in 2 minutes. So if you couldn't finish this problems in 2 minutes, what should you be doing tonight and tomorrow with this worksheet that I'm going to send you?
Practicing.
You should be practicing so you can do it within 2 minutes, right? So number 5, let's go to the answer for number 5. Number 5, the answer is 12n squared plus 14n plus 2. Okay, so John Dell, did you get it right? Okay, Linnell, did you get it right?
No, I didn't.
Georgia, did you get it right?
Yes.
Anna, did you get it right?
I messed up on the last one.
Darnell, did you get it right?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I
So now you might be saying, Mr. Tennessee, why I gotta tell you whether I got it right or not? You embarrassing me. That's not what I'm doing.
We ain't
What I'm
embarrassed.
doing is this is a community. We working this out together. So
Right.
what you notice is you probably all made small mistakes. And the only way you will get rid of them small mistakes is to practice. So let's go over this problem. Let me grab my red marker. What am I going to do first?
You're gonna
2
do
n times
2
6
n
n.
times
Multiply.
6
And
is
so
That's
that's
not red. That's not
12n squared.
12
12
square.
n.
So 2n times 6n
Don't you did
is what is it? You said 12n what?
12
12
and
Square.
square.
12n squared. Perfect. Now, one of the advantages you have and what you should be noticing is that on this worksheet, we got to do all the work ourselves, right? On the
Mhm.
GED, they're going to have multiple choice. So
Mhm.
any answer that doesn't start with 12n squared, we getting rid of it.
eliminated. Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Mr. Tinley, can I ask you a question real
12
quick?
times.
Yes, what's the question?
So I thought when you have two alike, I thought you subtract them two.
No. What does the parentheses mean?
The parentheses mean multiplication.
Right. Multiplication. So if I'm
Inside the
multiplying
multiplication is
2n
adding.
times 6n, right?
Not
Two.
that part. Not that. I'm not talking about that part.
Well, that's the part we just did.
After you write out the answer, what the answer is going to be, when you do the two alike that you cross out stuff. I thought.
We ain't get there yet. Hold on.
Okay.
Step by step.
Okay.
So 2n times 6n is 12. 2 times 6 is
Mhm.
12. N times n is n squared. That's how we got that. What's next?
Mhm.
Then
2
you're gonna
times
do
1.
2
2
times
times
1,
times 1.
and that
2n.
gives you 2n.
2
2
and
times 1 is
2n.
2n. Right? Now, again, when
Yeah,
we're writing a problem down, we got to write plus 2, right? Because
right.
each term needs to have a
A plus sign.
needs to have a sign, right? Now,
Right.
I'm gonna change my color to blue. Now, what are we multiplying?
You're gonna do
2
2
times
times
6n.
6n, give
and
you 12n.
12 n.
12 and
And the same thing, 2 times
Now,
1
I'm
is
gonna
2.
put
times
that right under here for right now. Why do you think I put the 12 in under the 2 in? Because they're what?
Because they alike.
alike
Because they
terms.
They
like
like
terms.
terms.
Stop
Like
playing.
terms.
Woo! What's the last step?
2
2
times 1
What's
1
2
is
times
2.
1?
1.
is
Is
2.
2.
Now, this way, look at that. I could bring everything down.
Yeah.
12
12,
n
yeah,
squared
12 and
Yeah.
square.
was plus 2
12
plus
plus
12
Plus 2.
14
plus
and
14 n, right?
Uh-huh.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
plus
Easy
2.
money. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So what you should notice is, as I walk through this problem, y'all told me every step of the way, and it was correct.
And Jarnell,
So you know we have a
Jarnell,
problem if we do it on our own.
Jondell, is that how you say it? Jondell?
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah,
John Dale.
the reason you wasn't subtracting because the signs are adding.
Very
But
positive. Both of them are positive.
Mhm.
Mhm.
but when we did the
You're not remembering. We're doing
no.
is we know we combining like terms. If they have the same sign, you add them and keep the sign. So 12 and plus 2n and plus 12n plus 12 and plus 2 have the same sign. So we add them, keep the sign, plus 14n. Now,
Okay.
say it worked out to, I'm gonna write. Now this is not the problem, but say if we had this 12n squared minus 2n plus 12n plus 2. We bring the 12n squared down. These have opposite signs.
Okay.
So you subtract the two numbers. Don't worry about the sign. So 12 minus 2 is 10, right? And you take the sign of the biggest number. 12 is positive, so it's positive 10n. Then bring down our plus 2.
Now that's what I got.
Okay? Again, so if we had 12n squared plus 2n, and the second term was minus 12n plus 2. Each time you got to walk yourself through the step. Bring down my 12n squared. I'm looking at my coefficients. Plus 2, minus 12. They have different signs. I'm going to subtract the two numbers. 12 and 2 is still 10. And sign of the biggest number. 12, the number 12 is bigger than the number 2. So I'm going to take that sign. So it's minus 10n plus 2.
Plus 2.
And then when push come to shove, if push come to shove, shove, use your calculator. So hold on, what do you mean by that, Mr. I thought you said I couldn't use my calculator on this, right? What you can use your calculator on is this right here. On this right here. On this right here. So in my calculator, I can put 2 plus 12. In my calculator, I can put minus 2 plus 12. In my calculator, I can put 2 minus 12. Let me show you. If you don't believe me, let me show you.
I don't know.
Let me clear everything out. Now you won't be able to see it as clear because I got all this stuff on the screen. But watch this. 2 plus 12. I'm only looking at the coefficients. Minus 2 plus 12. 2 minus 12. Learning to use this calculator, you should have no sign problems. What you have to know is, since I got to combine like terms, I need to combine the coefficients. I can use my calculator for that. I just got to know, I got to bring my n along with me.
Can you put that back again, Mr. Tinsley, the calculator that you?
Okay. All right, let me
This
clear the
time,
screen. Let me clear it so you can see it nice and clear.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a screenshot.
Mhm. So this is why I said in my ebook, I show you how to work with the calculator, with sign numbers. And you practice multiplying, you practice dividing, you practice putting positive and negative numbers in. You practice. That way, don't assume, yeah, I know how to do that.
I
Oh,
have it.
right? You practice until you got it. Don't assume anything. So when you get to listen, let me tell you something. When you get to this exam and they start getting you paragraphs of information, they start giving you all these tables, your brain will feel like it's exploding. You got to remember, identify your givens. Identify any formulas I'm going to use. I'm going to plug in my calculator. But you got to practice enough to know the problems that you can use the calculator on and make sure you don't get them incorrectly. Let's try another. Let's try number. Ooh, I like number 8. Ooh, I like number 8. Let me see if I can. Oh, my Zoom is not working. Why is my Zoom not working? I don't understand why my Zoom. Oh, there we go. Oh, that made it small. I want to make it bigger. There we go. There we go. Number 8. I like number 8. Look at number 8. I'm gonna make it so big it's like it's coming through to your living room.
Mr. Tinsy.
I just be talking. In my other life, I wanted to be a comedian, but I went down to. I'm showing my age now, but it used to be a place on South Street, and I went down there and I thought I was a comedian, and nobody laughed at me. I mean, eventually I got them laughing, but them spotlights, I just got so nervous I never went back. Yeah, but anyway, my other life, I wanted to be a comedian. All right, let's try number 8 again. I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to solve this problem. We're gonna look at the answer, and then you're gonna tell me whether you got it right or wrong. So let me pause it. Time is up. So again, am I putting pressure on you? No. What I'm letting you know is you should be able to do this problem within 2 minutes. If you cannot get this worksheet, you're going to do those problems over and over till you got them. So let's look at the answer for number 8. The answer for number 8 was 48 p squared plus 4p minus 4.
Huh?
So,
I ain't have that.
We neither.
I got that.
okay, John Dell, anybody else get it?
Wait a minute, where the four?
I
Oh,
just had the 48.
I messed up.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go over. So again, this is why forms like this and classes like this is where you find out what your mistakes are and you fix them. This is no place to get intimidated. Any question you have during the week, you come bring them. Let's go. All right, what's the first thing we're gonna do?
You're doing 8p
8p times
times
6p
6p
Okay.
is 48p.
to the
What?
second power.
Second square.
Yeah, 48 P
It's
square
48
P
P squared
square.
square.
or 48 P to the second power. Everybody understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's
Yes.
next? Put that down here.
8P
Times
times 2,
2,
16
which
16
is 16 P.
P
Put it down here. What's next? I'm gonna change my color to blue.
I'm sure enough.
negative
negative
2
2. Oh, that's why I went wrong, Gad.
You said -2
times
times what?
6P
So negative
Mm-hmm.
2 times 6P
4.
is
is
what?
12, negative 12P.
Mm-hmm.
Negative 12P. We'll
Mm.
put that, we'll put that right under here because they're like terms. What's last?
Negative 2 times 2
It's
What's
4.
-2 times 2?
is negative 4.
-4. Not
I
4.
sit down here like that. Oh, but I did. I
That's
took that 12 and I had addition
Mhm.
instead of subtraction.
So we're gonna bring that 48P squared down. What is 16 minus 12?
4,
What kind of 4?
a positive 4.
So plus 4P, and we bring down the -4. So our final
Mm-hmm.
answer is 48P squared plus 4P minus 4.
mm.
Now, while
Mm-hmm.
you're doing these problems, I want you to do it the same exact way. Take the arrow, point to the first one you multiply. If you notice on the right, I got 8P times 6P. I wrote it out, 48P squared. 8P times 2. Look, 8P dot 2, multiplication, 16P. Third one, -2 times 6, times 6P, -12P. Last step, -2. This is why when you finish this, you have 4 terms. This is why
Mm-hmm.
usually when you have something to the square power, a quadratic equation,
Mm-hmm.
quad meaning 4.
4. Mm-hmm.
So when you multiply two binomials, this comes out to 4 terms when you're
4
done.
times.
But what happens is the two middle terms, a lot of the times, you can combine them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why those two concepts are related. You're going to need multiplying binomials explicitly. They're going to tell you to multiply binomials. And then you're going to need it when they tell you to factor a quadratic equation, where the answers are going to be factored, but you can just multiply the binomials to get your answer without doing it, solving it, that quadratic equation the long way. You can just um, multiply the binomials. Let me see
This
if I can.
time I literally paid attention to the signs. That's where I
Yes.
messed up at the last time. I didn't pay attention to the signs. I didn't even realize that it wasn't a negative sign in that problem.
I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't bringing my variable.
And
That's
and,
what
and and
that's
then the
what my
key,
problem was.
and then the key is let me show you something. I'm gonna erase some of this and I'm gonna move it over. This is the key, right? This is what's important. They said you can use this calculator. If you while you're doing this work, right? Watch this. I'm gonna bring the calculator over here. Right? While you're doing this work and you're practicing, if you realize that sign numbers are your issue, watch this. 8 times 6, 48.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know P times P is P squared. 8 times 2,
Mm-hmm.
16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
-2 times 6. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
-2. I don't know what I pressed. -2 times 6. -12. -2 times 2. -4.
Mm.
You can get your coefficients. You can use your calculator to solve your coefficients. You just got to know, I got to bring that variable along with me.
Variable.
Got me?
That's what I kept forgetting. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to include with the video screenshots, I'm going to include this worksheet. And the reason why I like every site that I give you for the most intents and purposes are free, right? But also, I like giving you worksheets that has the answers, so you don't
Right.
have to wait to see. This is I need to find out if this is right or wrong. No, you have the
Right.
answers. You can check them. So you can start off with the easier problems, like number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So right away, the easier problems. 7 times minus 5 is minus 35V. 7 times 8 is a positive 56. So then, okay, I did the first one. Let me go check it. I'm right. Oops, I'm wrong. What happened? What did I do? What
The
mistake
sign,
did I
you change
make?
the sign on your
Ain't pay
own.
attention to the sign.
You think I really didn't make it? I did it on purpose. I'm giving you an example of what you should be doing, right? Because 7
Yeah.
times minus 8 is not a positive 56. It's a what?
Negative.
Negative 56. But this is the steps that you should be taking. Let me walk through this problem. Let me go check my answer. Oh, I'm wrong. What mistake did I make? Oh, 7 times negative 8 is a minus 56. Listen, let me tell you something. When you find your own mistakes, watch how much better you can get at math. Watch. And then you go all the way to like number 22. Look at that. How do I even do that? Oh, that's not what we're doing. We're not getting scared. We're not getting intimidated. I know that I got to multiply this by this. So I get 2n to the third. Because n squared, even if you write it here, 2n times n squared
How
equal
you get
2
two into the
n to the
third,
third.
Mr. Tinsley?
Wonderful question. Remember I told you about the exponent rules. When you're multiplying exponents with the same base, both have the base n, you add the
Okay.
exponents. What's 1 plus 2?
3.
Stop playing. This is why you do all the problems, even the ones you might not even see in the GED. Why? Because you want to know, if they give me these types of problems, I got them in the bag. Boom. Look at that. Minus 4 times n squared equal minus 4 n squared. Boop. 6n times 2n.
It's 12.
12n what?
Square.
12n squared. Now this is a longer problem, but look what I'm doing. I'm writing each step down so I won't make mistakes. Look at that. Now let me change
You
the
got to
black
do
now.
the 4.
Negative 8n.
Negative 8n. Look at that. Look at that. Now it's just coming out. You hear that? It's just coming out.
Positive.
So negative
what?
make it positive. So
Positive.
16.
You got minus 8n plus 16. So do I have any like terms? Do I have anything with n to the third? No. Do I have anything with n squared? Yes.
Yes.
So I got 2n to the third plus 8n squared.
Yeah.
Because 12 minus 4. Minus 4 plus 12
Is
or
8.
12 minus 4 is 8. So 8n squared. Do I have any n's? Yes, I do.
Yes.
24
24 minus 8.
Okay. What's minus 24 minus 8? Minus 24 minus 8.
plus
When they both have the same sign, you add them.
plus.
So what's 24 plus 8?
Oh, 24 plus 8.
26.
32.
32.
Oh,
Now,
sorry.
they both were negative, correct?
So
Yes,
it's
but
a
they were
positive.
positive.
No.
It stay a negative?
No, it's still negative.
The only time two negatives make a positive is if you're multiplying or
if
dividing.
that's right. That's
You
right.
gotta, can you put the rules up on the screen? Because
So that's 24. Okay. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I got it now too.
You
Okay.
Because you're
bring down your
adding
plus
that.
16.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
combine. So this is why I always say combining, and I don't say adding or subtracting. I say combining.
Right.
Right.
Because I need you to understand multiplication and division has one set of rules.
Right.
So what happens is in school, they always tell you two negatives make a positive. So what happens is when you're trying to combine them and you see two negatives, oh, that's positive 32. And no, that's only if you multiplying or dividing. So then once you got your answer, you're gonna go check what was that number 20 what? 2. Look at that. 2n to the third plus 8n squared minus 32n plus 16. We are right. That's what you should be doing. So it's not, oh, I understand what Mr. Tinsby was talking. No, I'm doing 5, 10, 15, 20 problems. Did I get them all? Yes, I understand that concept. Next, what's next?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
So when you did, oh my word, when you did the first one, you used the 2n cube. I think that's the cube or 3.
2n cubed, right?
Okay.
2n cubed.
So you use that the 3 because it's 3 numbers in the parentheses in the beginning?
No, not at all.
So
look what I wrote.
N is a
2n
variable.
times n squared. So remember the exponent rules. When I'm multiplying exponents with the same base, they both had the base n. One has an exponent of 1, one has the exponent of 2.
Okay.
So now I need to add those exponents.
Okay.
So that's why when you said multiply by numbers, the first thing I asked, are you familiar with the exponent rules? Okay. Exponent rules are very, very important. Anything to the zero. Matter of fact, let me write them down. Let me go to a blank page. Gotta know the exponent rules. It's so important in math. Matter of fact, you can't even do algebra without exponent. Blank sheet. Let me write it out. I wish I had a piece of. Matter of fact, do I have it? Do I have it open? Nah. I'll write them out. It's gonna take me forever, but I'll write them out.
Exponent rules is ax times
So first of all,
ay equal
anything
ax plus y.
to the 0 power is what?
0.
0.
No.
1.
1.
1.
Doesn't matter what it is. Anything to the 0 power. I don't care what it is.
Is
It's
1.
1. Anything to the first power. So 10 to the first power is what?
1.
2.
10.
10. Oh, 10.
Anything to the first power is the base. So the first rule is anything to the 0 power is 1. Second rule, anything to the first power is the base. Third rule, when you're multiplying exponents with the same base, you add the exponents. What's 2 plus 3?
5.
This is x to the 5th. When you're dividing exponents, let me just put this out there. What's the opposite of multiplication?
Division.
Okay. What's the opposite of addition?
Subtraction.
So if I added exponents when I'm multiplying exponents with the same base, what do you think I'm gonna do when I'm dividing exponents with the same base? Nope.
Adding.
Nope.
You said, okay, wait, subtract the exponents.
What's 9 minus 3?
Okay. 6.
6.
Right.
Top minus bottom, 9 minus 3.
So
Next
when you're
rule.
dividing the exponents, you subtract the exponents.
Let me prove it to you. Watch this. 2 to the 4th divided by 2 squared. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That's what an exponent is. I'm multiplying the same base multiple times. How many times?
Right.
That's what the exponent tells you. 4 times. Right?
4 times.
So now 2 squared is 2 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me change my color to blue. 2 over 2 is 1. They cancel each other out. 2 divided by 2 cancel each other out. What do I have left?
2
2
times 3.
squared or 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 4 minus 2 is 2 squared.
Mm-hmm.
Just showed you visually. So now you know it. So if you understand the concept, you don't have to remember, oh my God, what do I do when I multiply exponents? Oh my God, write a problem out like 2 to the 4th times 2 divided by 2 squared. Or if you're multiplying, watch this. If you're multiplying, watch this. 2 to the 3rd times 2 to the 2nd. 2 times 2 times 2. That's 2 to the 3rd. Times 2 times 2. How many 2's do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 to the 5th. Now, once you visualize it, once you know it, you don't have to remember it. What do I do when I got exponents with the same base? Oh, let me write this little example. 2 to the 3rd time. Oh, 2, I got to add them. Yes, got you. Now, if you raise to a power, so 2 to the 3rd raised to the 2nd power. This is the same as when I'm squaring. So, for example, 5 squared equal 5 times 5. I'm multiplying the same thing. So this is the same as saying 2 to the 3rd times 2 to the 3rd.
Times 2 to the 3rd.
Well, we just learned how to multiply exponents with the same base. We're going to do what to the exponents?
Add them.
Add them. What's 3 plus 3?
6.
6. So what you should recognize, the first thing I told you, if you're ever in my class, is math is about patterns. So the answer is 6. What's 3 times 2?
6.
So when you raise to a power, you multiply the exponents. Now I'm running out of room, so I'm gonna have to save it and clear it. The last rule is if you have a negative exponent, it's not a negative number, it's a fraction. 1 over x squared. So 3 to the negative 2nd, 1, 3 squared, which is 1 over 9. So a negative exponent. So what you should remember is when you're looking at this, Mr. Timothy, I don't understand that. Oh, no. But we're going to go back to what we know. We know base 10. We know that when we talk about base 10, we got our ones place, we got our tens place, we got our hundreds place, we got our thousands place, we got our 10,000s place, right? If we on the right side of the decimal, we got our tenths place, which is 1 over 10. We have our hundredths place, TH, 1 over 100. We have our thousandths place, TH. Remember, I told you math is about patterns. This is, listen, watch this. This is 10 to the 0 because we know 10 to anything to the 0 power is 1. We know anything to the base. This is 10 to the 1st power. How many zeros do I have, right? That's hundreds. That's 10 to the 2nd. That's 3 zeros. That's 10 to the 3rd. That's 4 zeros. That's 10 to the 4th. When I'm going to the opposite side with the decimals, look at that. It's 1 over 10 to the 1st. 1 over 10 to the 2nd, because 10 to the 2nd is 100. 1 over 10 to the 3rd. So this is 10 to the minus 1. This is 10 to the minus 2. This is 10 to the minus 3. So what you should recognize, if I have a negative exponent, it's a fraction. It's not a negative number. It's a fraction.
And the answer would be flipped, right?
No, not right now. Not right now.
No, okay.
So you talking about here? So what you're talking about is that if you have a negative exponent, example, if I have c to the negative 2nd with d to the negative 3rd. So what she meant by reciprocal is a reciprocal means you change everything. That may not be the case all the time, right? In this case, if you have a negative exponent, if it's on the top, you put it on the bottom. You take the inverse. So c squared is going to go on the bottom. So you change the orientation. If it's on the top, you put it on the bottom and change the sign of the exponent. So d to the negative 3rd is on the bottom. I'm going to put it on the top and change my negative 3rd to a positive 3. So the actual answer that you will always see is d to the 3rd over c squared. You will never see a negative exponent as an answer in any standardized exam.
Okay.
So what you want to, so what Anna was saying was, it's not the reciprocal, it's the inverse. You're flipping it,
The
but it's not
inverse.
reciprocal. So, for example, if I had c squared, let me change my color. So let me just give you an example why it's not reciprocal.
Okay.
Say if I had c squared over d to the negative third. My answer is c squared d to the third. This is not going anywhere because it's a positive exponent.
It's positive.
This is changing because you have a negative exponent.
Mm-hmm.
Got me?
Yeah.
Ooh, did we learn something today? Listen, I better be receiving some text tomorrow. Mr. Disney, I got this right. I got 8 out of 10. I better be receiving some text. All this stuff I went over tonight. Y'all need to be practicing tonight and tomorrow. I better see a whole some text, some emails, some calls. I'm telling I better. If I don't, y'all gonna be in trouble next Monday.
Okay.
Mr.
I'm only kidding. Any questions before we leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a problem getting on Canvas. I had been set up an account, but I couldn't get in. Maybe because I didn't do it in a while.
So when you go to Canvas, I'll send you the link. This is Linnell.
Yes.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link. Hit your forgot password,
Okay. All right.
and then you can reset it.
So
Okay.
how?
And that's when you want me to take one of the pretests, right?
Yes, take the second one that says with feedback. Let me show you. Let me show you what
Second
I'm
one
talking
with
about.
feedback.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
show
Yeah,
you.
show me so I can know what you're talking about.
So you go to your math, go to your Canvas, go to math. Oh, somebody just did a practice test yesterday. I gotta go check that.
I was doing some stuff too, and I did get feedback from my
Okay.
email.
Okay, good. So what we're going to do is, if you now, this is not for everybody. This is for the people who are taking their actual exam soon, right? So what you do is,
Okay.
you come down, you go through. This is all the sections that I have: absolute value, sign number. Got practice. I got decimals. I have fractions, decimals, uh, ratio and proportions, percents, exponents. I got everything you need for the GED and for your college algebra class, right? But what I'm saying, to practice for the exam, I have practice GED exams. If you're taking an
Okay.
exam within the next week, I want you to take the GED exam. I want you to take these two. First 5
Mm-hmm.
and practice GED with feedback.
Okay.
This is why. After you take it, let me show you what I did for each problem. Let me show you what I did for each problem. If you get it wrong, you get it incorrect, if you get a problem incorrect, it's going to give you your feedback. Watch this. Watch what I did for each problem. Spinning. Hold on. Uh, no, look at all this. Oh my goodness, this is a good test. All right, so let me show you right here. I don't know why. Is it still spinning? Right, watch this. So say, for example, this is what we just did. Distributed property. I got distributed 12. I got distributed 4. I got distributed to -6. And then I got to
Mm-hmm.
combine like terms. So if you look at,
Mm-hmm.
if when you get your feedback, if you got that wrong, in words, it would tell you how to do it. Distribute to 12, distribute to 4, distribute to -6. But what I also did is added a video. So if you got it wrong, when it gives you your feedback, I will show you how to do it in the video.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I mean with feedback. So if you got it wrong, you don't have to wait for me to say this is it. Each one, look all these different problems. There's evaluation. There's an absolute value problem. There's a scientific notation. There's a division problem. There's a perimeter problem. There's a probability problem. There's a square root problem. There's a ratio problem. Here's a quadratic equation. This is an algebraic equation. Here's a volume problem. Here's a Pythagorean theorem problem. Here's a percent problem. Here's a missing value given mean. Here's a how to find the equation from 2 points. What's the equation given a slope and a point? A median. Evaluated of algebraic expression. A table chart graph. A system of listen, go through this exam, then go through your feedback. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the exam. Don't worry about what you get. Then you watch the feedback for every problem you got wrong. Make sure you understand it and take the exam again. You should see your score and improvement. You might have to do it another time. Watch the video. Find out your mistakes you make. Take it again. Once that scores 70, 80 points, now you go to any other GED practice. It could be the third one. It could be the fourth one. It could be the first one. It could be but take a full version, like 40 questions, 45 questions, 50 questions.
Okay.
Believe me, you do that over a 2-day period. You take your test, you're going to be flying. You can be flying colors. You can be like, oh, I got this. All right?
Okay.
Everybody have a wonderful evening.
Okay.
You too, Mr.
Just wanna
Kensley.
say this-
Everybody have a great evening. Thank you for
Have a
everything.
good one.
Right.
And then I'm gonna call you.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And you're gonna send that worksheet that we was just on, right?
Yeah, I'm going to send the video, the screenshots in that worksheet.
Okay. Thank
I'm
you.
waiting
You're welcome.
for it so I can practice.
Me
Have a
Okay.
good one.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All
Good
right.
night, everyone.